What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Steins Gate Linear Bound and Phonogram. When we left off, we didn't leave anybody out. Don't worry, that never happened. I don't know. It's been a second. Sorry, gamers. You're gonna have to watch the last video if you want to know what happened. Something happened, and that's for sure. We've received. Didn't mean to do that. If you scroll up, it just shows that. Mushy. Faris-chan, today you didn't come to the store. Are you alright? Heard from Suzu-san that you'd caught a cold. So do you think it'd be okay to visit you tomorrow? Yeah, I don't know idea. Freaking Mayuri. Suzunya, can I call you? Ooh, ominous. Then we opened those. Obviously, that was part of the story. We got emails from our past self. You know what it's all about. It's about saving Nae. We don't know what's up with Nae. She's just not having a good time, I guess. The area around the Brown Tube workshop was in an uproar as the police interviewing people. Normally around this time there wouldn't be a single person awake, but the residents came out wondering what the police were doing here. The blinking red and blue lights of the police cars added further tension to the situation. As I thought, something bad had happened. Had the one caught up in all of this been Nae-chan? I weaved through the crowd and towards the center so I could get a closer look. But seeing Tenoji-san's figure ahead, I secretly lowered my head. I looked around and noticed that some of the adults from the meetings were here too. Oh no. Dang. Few of the adults reached out to restrain the angry Tenoji. On the other hand, the policemen looked helplessly at Tenoji-san. Upon closer inspection, there were a few adults from the meeting missing. Perhaps they were looking for Nae with the police? Now I understand the situation. I regret not taking heed of that mail. If I had known it would turn out like this, I wouldn't have let Nae-chan out of my sight. I squeezed my fist tightly.
Mr. Brown! 一通り探してみたが見当たらなかった。本当に秋葉原駅へ行ったのか？
神田川方面にもいませんでした。念のため中央通りに沿って末広町駅まで探したけど手がかりなしね。
すまねえな、おめえら。だがナイは確かに秋葉原駅で友達を見送ってくるって言ったんだ。消えるはずがねえ。
The search party included Dare-san, Kiryu-san, and
もう
also
3時間になるね。携帯もダメなの。
she was also here.
ああ、呼び出し音はするのに、くそ!
Should I also aid and join the search party? Susan had a serious expression as she went back and forth with Tenoji-san and Okabe-san. I didn't know what kind of expression I should wear if I went over to them. Besides, Tenoji-san was here too. Before I realized it, I left the area as if I was running away. Heading for Akihabara Station, I searched through the back alleys and scanned my eyes over the buildings. What I sought was Nae-chan's cheerful smile. But contrary to my impatience, she wasn't anywhere to be seen. Come to think of it. This was one of the areas Suzaha and I visited as Chat Noir. Every moment spent like that was fun, and I had bathed in the joy of being released from myself. Yet now I was alone. If things ended up like this, it might just be better if I disappeared. What? That was a sudden change in emotion? Why? Why would you say that, Faris? Throwing everything away and disappearing would make the pain go away. Disappear? Surely this wasn't the human evaporation urban legend. It was supposed to be one of Tenoji-san's creations. No, it was different. There had been sightings as well as rumors. If I remember correctly, it was around the Mansebashi Bridge. Huh? A male? At a time like this? Could it be Nae-chan? Let's check and see. Oh, snap. Mansebashi. Whoa! We got it. Wow, right when we were thinking about it, we got a text from ourselves. Pieces of the puzzle were coming together. I didn't care if it was just a hoax or a coincidence, but it was worth investigating. There's no way that was a coincidence. How would you get texted by yourself at just that right time? Come on. I had to go now to the Mansebashi bridge. I was about to say shrine. Like a fool. Dang, really panting. This was one of the reported sightings of where human evaporation had occurred. On the left was the electronics store with its shutters down. On the right was the main street. However, the figure of Naya wasn't here. Had I been wrong? Or had I ended up in the wrong place? What was this? While scanning the area, my foot tripped on something on the floor. Stuck in a grate on the sidewalk was a brand new keychain. It seemed wedged in it as it wouldn't budge when I tried tugging it. So with all my might, I tried pulling the keychain out. It was at that moment. Then a murderer came out and killed me! For a moment, I didn't know what was going on. Just when I thought I'd freed the keychain, I felt the ground beneath my feet suddenly disappear. Oh no. I realized that I had been swallowed by darkness. After a while, I noticed the moonlight coming down from above the iron bars. Could it be that I had activated a switch which led me here? But why had such a trick been used? I took out my phone and used the screen to illuminate my surroundings. I look around and I finally understood this. It's because they're trying to take little girls. They knew little girls would grab at that thing and they were like, I gotta get you. I fall into some kind of underground facility. I thought she said it was dark, but there's lights right there. I've been standing on the sidewalk moments ago, but suddenly slid down and been dropped into this hidden location. When I tried to pick up the Upa keychain, I had inadvertently activated the hidden switch. Even so, what exactly was this place? I noticed that I was sitting on the stairs. The concrete walls and ceilings were old and worn. Kind of looked like the entrance to a subway. The facility itself seemed pretty old. With just the force of me falling, dust was falling from the cracks. The facility seemed to be in a delicate state, and looked like it could collapse from just the slightest touch. Why did it sound like that? Mansebashi. Huh? It's weird how stuff is easier to read in Japanese than it is in English. I can read that that's Mansebashi much easier than I read the word itself. I think I was actually pronouncing it wrong earlier, wasn't I? I don't remember Mansebashi. Suro hiro sayo? Is it sayo or chio? I always get sa and chi mixed up. I think it's sayo. Using the backlight from the phone, I noticed an old nameplate which read Mansebashi Bridge. Made me remember, this was the old Mansebashi station of the Tokyo Underground Railroad. It had opened in January of 1930, but was closed only 6 years later in November. I had heard about it from Papa, but I didn't realize it had become like this on the inside. I cautiously crept down the stairs. I stepped on something again. I used my phone to light up the area and I looked at my feet. There was an odd-looking piece of metal which was kind of shaped like a small rocket. I've never seen a bullet before in my entire life. It reflected in the light and had a shiny gold-like surface. It felt heavy in my hand when I picked it up. Was this a bullet? What's this doing here? Were there bank robbers or terrorists hiding down here? I easily looked around my feet, but I didn't find anything else. I looked around the concrete walls. Wait! Isn't this where Okabe found the bomb or whatever? What I found in the wall were several small holes in the wall. Looking closely, I confirmed the size of the holes were the same as those of the bullet I had picked up. A shooting in a place like this. I gently touched the wall with my fingers. There were cracks in the wall along with parts which were worn and broken. In comparison to aging, these bullet holes were relatively new. Now wasn't the time to be looking around curiously. It was dangerous here. I should get out of here as soon as possible. It was at that moment when I decided to leave. I missed a figure in the dark move. I thought that it was my eye deceiving me. But I hadn't been mistaken. I called out without thinking it, and dust started to fall. This might be really dangerous. Oh no, what if it's a murderer, you fool? I put the bullet into my pocket and held out my phone. I confirmed who the girl was crouched at the bottom of the stairs. Oh, it's actually Naya. While her clothes were covered in dirt, there were no signs of bleeding. Getting stuck on something. It seems she had lost consciousness up until now. She opened her eyes and looked up slowly as if fatigued. That's me. It seems she wasn't in pain. In that case, she would be able to move. Yeah, like really worried. Like, why are you down here? How did you get down here? I effectively turned around. Oh, thank God. I was like, we're gonna die. Never mind, it's Suzuha. If anything, she'll protect us pretty much from anybody who will try to get us. She had slowly approached and used the light from her phone to look around. I mean, like, honestly, the best person to have in a bad situation is Suzuha. That's a fact. Saying Suzuha handed out the Upa chain, which I had dropped. Acts like she's like brainwashed or something. Naya-chan placed the Upa keychain into her pocket. I noticed that she had another keychain in there too. Aww. I see, she had probably wanted to give it to her friend, and when she had gone to pick it up, she ended up here. I lightly patted Naya-chan on the head, and then put her on my back. I looked at Suzuha, and she seemed relieved. Oh, wow. Looking at her phone, it seemed like Suzuha had also received some mails from herself. The contents of one of them was go to the old Mansebashi station. Save Rumiho. Another two were save Rumiho-sa, v Rumiho, which cut apart strangely. It was the same as mine. I received a mysterious mail from myself. Thanks to that, Naya-chan had been saved. We could solve this mystery later. We had to get out of here quickly. Suzuha stood next to me while lighting up the path with her phone. I was in charge of giving Naya a piggyback. It wasn't far to the exit. It was about 10 meters at most. I carefully went up the stairs. There's someone there. What? Suzuha's face was hidden in the darkness. I couldn't see her expression, but I knew she was startled from the sounds of her breathing. I had to tell her, right here, before we parted. Aww. Before I could finish my words, along with an unpleasant sound, debris from above fell down. What? It was immediately after I looked up. I was pushed from the side suddenly with Naya-chan still on my back. We were thrown against the staircase. We were drenched in a ferocious cloud of debris and dust. The ground shook as more debris built up between me and Naya-chan like a wall. It took but a moment. I looked around my surroundings. Oh, great, of course. I was like, it's not gonna end that smoothly, is it? And then, what do you know? It doesn't. Naya-chan was clearly frightened and looked up at me. Suzuha was. At that moment, a cold shiver ran down my spine. She was gone. Gone. Gone! Still in shock, I stared at the pile of rubble. That was the only place she could be. Suzuha had been covered in rubble in order to save us. Her question didn't even reach my ears. My hands were trembling and my breathing became rough. I pushed aside the rubble before me and tried to dig. But as I pushed aside the rubble, even more rubble fell and loomed before me. Her small hand pulled me from behind. I looked once again at the mountain of rubble. I wondered how long Suzuha could withstand being buried alive like that. No, we couldn't afford to hesitate. Taking her small hand, we climbed to the surface. Time would wait for no one. As things stood, we couldn't wait around and call someone to help.
ラボまで走るよ。
Why would you make Nai do it? You knew Nai's in trouble. Why would you make her?
待ってよ、お姉ちゃん間に合わないよ。だから早くしなきゃ。これ。
What Nai-chan pulled out was her phone.
ナイちゃん、ごめん。私どうか
Yeah.
してる。
Just call the lab mems and tell them to come over as quickly as possible. I tried to suppress my overflowing feelings by clenching my teeth. But as I tried to stay calm, my burning emotions caused tears to hit my cheeks. I was supposed to keep it together. Suzuha's life is on the line. I hugged Nai-chan's small body and used her phone to call Tenoji-san. Wow. Wow. They... Oh, wait, did we run? Did we run here? Or is this the same place and, like, all... They set up this whole entire fence and everything. Tenoji-san got out of a police car and embraced his daughter with his huge bear-like arms.
ない、大丈夫。
フェリス
At the site of the collapse, there were already a lot of police cars, ambulances, and also private cars of the members of the meetings. Okabe-san and Tenoji-san rushed to the scene.
大丈夫か。電話じゃ駅がどうとか言ってたが。
鈴葉を。早く鈴葉を。
I hugged Okabe-san and pointed to the hole which led to the hell. I couldn't find words to express it, but at the very least, I could convey my intentions. Tears flowed endlessly, kept me from being rational.
まさかここに鈴葉が。
Okabe-san began to scan the area, but suddenly and became tense. I could tell that he was trying to stay calm as he gulped. Becoming like that was understandable. What was reflected in his eyes was the pit. I turned my head to the interior. Those stairs which led to the basement had been completely filled with rubble. There were no gaps to be seen for rescue operatives to access. There was nothing but a sense of despair on site.
こいつはひでえな。
On the scene, police officers, members of the meetings, and local residents had begun to remove rubble at full force. Of course, heavy equipment had also been arranged, but since the situation was very delicate, people were removing the rubble with their hands and buckets. I leaned against the shutter of an electronics store and looked over the scene which unfolded a few meters away. How did all these people get here so fast?
俺たちの出る幕じゃない。
While Okabe-san was being considerate, I had no intention of taking even a single step away from here. While clenching my teeth and tears flowing, I kept trying to confirm Suzuha's safety. Okabe-san let out a small sigh and crouched next to me.
お前は少し休め。
Okabe. You okay? Suddenly Okabe-san held his hand to his head like he was in pain.
おお、フェイリス、無事だったか。
He was acting strange. Seemed that he wasn't in pain though. I'm assuming he just time leaped. He looked at my face intently and for some reason breathed a sigh of relief.
鈴葉の作戦はうまくいったようだな。
作戦？
お前が生き埋めになった未来を回避するために、鈴葉は D メールを送った。お前の携帯に届いたはずだ。
I see, that mail was...
何？どういうことだ？説明してくれ。
For some reason, Okabe-san seemed confused, so I explained that she'd been buried alive instead of me.
そうか。そんなことに。
That sucks.
お嬢ちゃん、心配なのはわかるが、ここは俺たちに任せてくれや。
Tenoji-san came over. Okabe-san stood up silently and conceded his place to Tenoji-san and moved towards the site for a better
そんな
view.
に大人が信じられねえか？まあ否定できないわな。大人は抜け目ねえし、むしろ相手が子供だってわかると容赦なく潰しにかかる。
Dang.
すまなかったな、今回のこと。仲間外れにしたかったわけじゃねえんだ。それに世間様を詐欺っちまったからな。それが大人の責任ってやつだ。
Tenoji-san turned his head towards the scene. There's only one thing we could hope for. We could only hope that they would find a breakthrough. Why did Tenoji, like, bring that up now? Like, what did that have to do with anything that was happening? Well, I mean, whatever. Whatever you want to do, Tenoji. I don't care. The situation was uncertain and could falter.
おい、どうした？
それが瓦礫が微妙なバランスを保ってましてね。これ以上手を出したら一気に崩壊して中の女の子を潰しかねないんですよ。
そんな。
Without thinking, I stood
落
up.
ち着け、お嬢ちゃん。
でも鈴葉が。
いいから。信じろ。他に方法は？
道路を掘り返して別の撤去口を確保するとか。とにかく今のところどうしようも。
Dang. I clenched my
どう
fist.
にか瓦礫の向こうに人影が見えるところまでは行ったんですが、これ以上は難しいでしょうね。
隙間から引きずり出せねえのか？
無理です。隙間が狭すぎる。子供でもない限りあそこに入るのは。
No.
私が行きます。
ダメだ。
It was a counterattack which came back quicker than I had expected. But I couldn't back
私
down.
なら小柄だし、隙間だって。
ダメだ。
私は鈴葉を助けると誓った。
It was at that moment that Tenoji-san looked me in the eye for the first time. That gaze stung as if exploring the depths of my heart. And then his gaze weakened unexpectedly.
やれやれ。まったく血は争えねえな。
Yuri Yuri.
秋葉幸隆だよ。おめえの親父さんと同じ目をしてやがる。
Aww.
あの人も信念のためには犠牲をいとわなかった。だからおめえのおふくろさんはあの人についていくと決めたんだ。
パパと。
And I have the same eyes?
よし、お前とお前、上がれ。俺とお嬢様が変わる。
天王寺さん。
誰かロープを用意しろ。それと明かりだ。
ちょっと待てミスターブラウン。フェイリスに何をさせるつもりだ。
岡部さん、私が決めたことなの。
岡部さん。フェイリスってお前。
You don't call me Hyoi?
大丈夫。必ず戻るから。鈴葉を連れて。
It's pitch black in there. There's a gap so small that even I thought I might not fit. There's a lot of dust everywhere.
バイトのところまで行ったら合図しろ。足にくくりつけたロープで引っ張り出してやる。それとこれは小型の無線機だ。使うときはこのスイッチを押すだけでいい。
Oh, that's what I'm talking
わか
about.
りました。そういえばこれ。
She got the thing that had been in my pocket and showed it to Ninoji-san. It was a bullet that I had found there.
こいつは。
下で見つけました。警察の方に渡そうと思って。
そっか。で、このことを誰かに話したか？
いえ、まずは大人の人と相談したいと思いまして。
わかった。こいつのことは任せろ。お前はバイトのことだけ考えればいい。
はい。
To be safe, I wore a safety helmet and protective gear. The radio was attached to the helmet. Right. I knew even without anybody saying so. I'd be the one who would save Suzaha. Confirming that everything was set, I finally scrambled my way into the gap between the rubble. Ooh, Faris looking like she's ready for business. She actually reminds me of, she looks a lot like Otanashi from Angel Beats right now. The gap in the rubble was only big enough for me to move my elbows and feet. Moving forward with both hands, I checked for the safest spot before pulling my body forward. The single step was around 10 centimeters, but even so, it was one step closer to the goal. I could hear faint sounds coming from all directions. They sounded to me like Suzawa screaming in desperation, so I tried to keep my composure. The dust was also terrible. If I coughed too much, that might trigger a collapse. I had to be patient. Before my eyes was the body of Suzaha.
鈴葉。
Perhaps she wasn't conscious. Even as I called out to her, she didn't respond. Could she be? No. I shouldn't even consider that possibility. Shaking off my own anxiety, I reached forward in the rubble as I had been doing. It was at that moment The moment I reached forward, I accidentally switched to on the radio. Thought I should turn it off, but...
なぜ彼女を行かせたんですかミスター・ブラウン
I could hear Okabe-san's voice coming through the
あい
headset.
つが決めたことだからさ。
And also Tenoji-san's. What exactly were they talking about? Could it be that even though I had switched the radio on, they hadn't realized? As I pushed forward through the rubble, I listened to the voices coming through the
フェ
headset.
イリスが決めたことでもあなたが止めればいいじゃないか
そいつはできねえな。
なぜ
あいつはもう大人だからさ。
大人
ああ。大人が自分の責任で決めたことだ。そいつを信じてやるのも大人の仕事さ。なあ、
Tenoji-san.
岡部。大人ってのはな、自分のケツを自分で拭けるやつのことを言うんだ。自分の行動に責任を持ち、失敗したらその穴埋めを自分でする。あいつはそうやって大人たちの中で戦ってきたんだ。
フェイリスが
あいつはこの町の地主の一族として生まれて、この町を誰よりも愛してきた。父親を事故で亡くしてから、その感情は特に強くなったんだろうな。パパが愛したこの町は私が守る。そうやって大人たちに混じってこの町をより良くしようと頑張ってきたんだ。
フェイリス
そりゃ大変だったさ。何しろ子供で、しかも女の子なんだからな。あいつの周囲には密にたかるアリのように強欲な大人が群がったさ。騙され、裏切られ、傷つけられ、何度もくじけ、人知れず泣いてきた。
Dang.
あなたがいたでしょ
俺にだって限界はあるさ。でもな、そんな時でもあいつは一人で踏ん張り、悪意を持った大人たちをやり込めて、自分に課した責任を貫いたんだ。
Never thought Faris's life was so difficult. I never even thought about it before, really. You know, I knew she was without a dad or whatever, but I always thought, you know, she was always so happy before. And then, like, even like her route in the base game was like, I don't know, we didn't touch too much on how Faris just felt. I don't know, I guess in general. I mean, we did a little bit, but I don't know, I just didn't really think about it, I guess. Everyone has rough times. Even if it all seems great on the outside, I guess that just goes to show that, you know, it's, you never know what someone's going through, you know. Dang.
フェイリスにそんな過去が
言うわけがね。あいつはそういうやつだ。
Yeah, I think that kind of like goes to show, you know, like how I was just talking about how you would never have noticed in the other games, and you know, they're kind of bringing it out now. Kind of like, hey, you know, she didn't have the amazing life. You know, we were supposed, you know, we were kind of like led to believe she had. You know, it was rough going up with all these expectations.
自分を自分として見てほしい。だからあんなチャラチャラした格好をしていたんだろうよ。あいつは本当は誰よりも純粋で傷つきやすい。だからその素顔を守るため、地元の有力者のお嬢さん、秋葉ルミホという仮面をかぶり、さらに等身大の自分としてフェイリスという仮面をかぶった。それがあいつさ。
Tenoji-san.
本当は俺たちがやらなきゃいけないことは、あいつは大人たちの先頭に立ってやってきたんだ。
Oh, Faris is crying. Oh, that makes me so sad. She always has a smile on her face.
あいつこそ この町のヒーローなんだよ。
I couldn't believe that Tenoji-san had seen me in such a light. When I realized that my cheeks were once again covered in tears. I thought that I knew all about the world of adults, but in reality I hadn't understood it in the slightest.
秋葉行きたからよ。おめえの親父さんと同じ目をしてやがる。
Right. I had to become an adult. Just like Papa. A respectable adult. It was only a little further until I reached Suzuha. With a little more, I would be able to help her. Be able to reach her. I had to take responsibility for my own actions. That's what it meant to be a real adult. As I thought about it, these last 3 days, it felt really long. Yet also short at the same time. Searching for the reptilian monsters with Suzuha, having a sleepover, laughing happily together, then ending up fighting, acting like a child and being selfish, regretting it when it was too late over a single mistake. Actually, I hadn't apologized to her yet. I didn't want to part ways while we were still fighting. I do apologize to Suzuha before she left on her journey. That's why I would definitely save her, so they wouldn't lose someone important to me ever again. And as Suzuha's drooping face was before my eyes, she was completely limp. I reached out my hand. I'd reach her with a little more. Reach her. Reach her. Reach her. That moment, my fingertips touched Suzuha's warm hand. The air seemed damper than before. It seemed that it would soon rain. But I didn't care. I stood there all alone. In front of my eyes was a gaping hole in the floor. There was something that was supposed to be there. It had disappeared. I was stunned. I just stared at where it should have been. After I pulled Suzuha out, she remained unconscious and was taken to the hospital by an ambulance. No, she was supposed to have been taken to a hospital by an ambulance. By the time I arrived later, she was gone. I knew where she had gone. She had traveled into the past using the time machine, without saying goodbye, without being able to apologize to her about our argument.
こんなところにいたのか。鈴葉から伝言を頼まれた。お別れも言えずに出発してごめん。やけに急いでいる様子でな。何でも予定していた出発の時刻を過ぎていて、どうしようもなかったらしい。あいつは言っていた。これからする旅は孤独で、ずっと怖かったと。でも、もう怖くないらしい。それはフェイリス、お前がいたからだ。お前が親友になってくれたから、もう旅立つのは怖くない。旅の行く先ではまた、お前に会えるからだ。
岡部さん。
俺は、鈴葉の言葉を正確に伝えているだけだ。過去への旅については、お前の好きに解釈すればいい。それとフェイリス、鈴葉はこうも言っていた。フェイリスはせっかく素直になる術を得たのだから、母と疎遠になっているなんて悲しいことを言わず、自分の素直な気持ちをぶつけてわだかまりを解消してほしい。私は結局父さんとは会えなかったけど、ボスにはそんな悲しい思いをさせたくない。家族で反発したり離れ離れになるのはとっても不幸なことだから。それじゃ、鈴葉のメッセージは伝えたぞ。お前も早く帰って休め。
なんでなんで言っちゃったの。ちゃんとお別れを言いたかったのに。
You know, it was for her mission. You know, she had to leave.
ちゃんとお礼を言いたかったのに。ちゃんとごめんねって謝りたかったのに。なんで
That day, rain came down drop by drop. It eventually became a downpour.
お帰りなさいませ、ご主人様、お嬢様。みんなで来ちゃいましたよ。フェイリスさん、まゆりちゃん。
今日はフェイリスさんが久々に店に出てきたと聞いて駆けつけたお。
もう大丈夫なんですか？
何言ってるにゃ。フェイリスはいつだって元気にゃ。
おお、よく来たな貴様たち。カッカッカッカ。
Why are they dressed up like
本当
that?
に来ちゃったの？来なくてもいいのに。お二人がまた借り出されたと聞いて応援に。
何もまたそのバイトしなくてもよかったんじゃね？
Hey, yeah, you gotta get that bread somehow.
ミスター・ブラウンとの約束だからな。お盆の間はオカルトイベントで秋葉原を盛り上げることになっている。
本当はいろいろな店舗を回って PR しなきゃいけないんだけど、1日に1回はこのお店のための PR をさせられてるの。
あれからもう3日か。
あまねさんも急にいなくなっちゃいましたし。漆原さん。あ、ごめんなさい。フェイリスさん。
気にすることないにゃ、ルカにゃ。
While I had said that, my true feelings hadn't remained hidden as Mikise-san and the others had sensed them. Among them, Mayori-san, Chan muttered to herself as if she was remembering something.
そういえば、マユシーわからにゃいんだけど、結局、人間蒸発の都市伝説って何だったのかにゃ。駅の管理人がたまたま中に入っていくのを組合の人が人間蒸発と勘違いしたみたいにゃ。でも中で銃を撃ってたような跡があったって。
サバイバルゲームでもしてたんでしょうか。
Probably.
暗がりで見間違えたのかもね。
そうかにゃ。
One day,
どこかの誰かさんはテロリストの隠れ家だって言い張ると思うけど。
yeah, no, there's no way it could be a terrorist. Come on.
あれは機関のアジトだ。それ以外に考えられん。
Okabe's always right.
ほら。
You're rude.
いや、あれは機関のアジトだ。きっと用済みだから証拠隠滅したのだろう。
あるあ、ねえよ。
いるわよね。学校がテロリストに占拠されたらって妄想する人。
何を？
So mean, Kurise. Thought you loved him. Someone's phone rang out of, and everyone gazed at
ラ
Dottie
ボメ
San's
以外
bucket.
から誰にメール？
待って。ここにも何かとメールを送りたがる人がいるわ。
Moika! Hearing that, we all realized and simultaneously looked at Kiria-san, but then she shook her head furiously to deny it.
失礼な。交通情報の速報メールが届いただけだお。
Poor Dottie. With those words, the tense atmosphere unraveled at
中
once.
央線で人身事故。全線が運行見合わせ。だってさ。
Where's, oh, Mayori's
運
with us.
転
We're
見
fine.
合わせ。
みたいだお。前線なんて珍しいな。どうしたのフェイリスタン。
今日は半年ぶりにママが帰ってくるにゃ。
それじゃ心配ですよね。
I wasn't really worried till now. Right, today was an important day. That day, Suzaha left me a message. Since I had finally become open with my feelings, she wanted me to try to get along with my mother. That's why I decided to decided to face my mother. Okay? Up until now, I had only dealt with it awkwardly whenever Mom came back. This time was going to be different. Mom probably felt that her job was more important than me, but my heart was ready, even if that were the case. With my heart full of memories spent together with Suzaha, the new me
マユシ
was...
ちょっとお店をお願いするにゃ。
どこ行くんフェイリスタン。
予定じゃもうついてる頃にゃ。ちょっと様子を見てくるにゃ。
This is not gonna end well.
ママ、今どこ？
Oh,
海を
we got her.
ただいま。まさかあなたから電話をくれるなんてね。
Look at that.
ただいまってもう家に着いたの？
さっきね、電車が着いて駅の中を迷子になってたら人身事故のアナウンスでしょ。飛行機を1便遅らせたら大変だったわねって話してたのよ。
I obviously not if I obviously don't know about it, so you didn't.
話してたって黒木と？
ああ、そのことだけど、実はね、ルミホ、今日はお客様も一緒なの。
お
What?
客さん？ちょっと待って。せっかくママとゆっくり話せると思ったのに。
ごめんなさいね。でも落ち着いて聞いてほしいの。
I'm marrying him.
うん。
前にも話したかしら。ほら、パパの恩人。昔、商店街の用心棒をしていたとかで。
She is marrying him.
ママ、その人ってシャノワール？
あ、そんな名前だったかしら。とにかくね、その人が10年前に病気になっちゃってね。でもパパが10年前にね。だからママがパパの代わりに今までその人のお世話をしてきたのよ。
そんなことが。
ごめんね、今まで黙ってて。でもおかげでその人一時退院できるまでに回復できたの。それでせっかくだからって家に招待したのよ。
Why would you do it like on the day we decided to hang out though, Mom? Like, why wouldn't you just like wait? Or like decide to hang out on another day with us? Like, why would you do it on the same exact day? That just doesn't make any sense. Do you hate me?
ママが海外に行ってたのってお仕事じゃなかったの？
その両方よ。だからあなたを黒木に任せてたんだけど、今までママの分まで負担かけてたみたいね。ごめんなさい、ルミホ。
Wow. So are you gonna be my mama from now on, or are you just gonna leave me again?
ママ。
でも安心したわ。あなた、とってもしっかりしてるじゃない。黒木から聞いたわ。子供とばかり思ってたけど、いつの間にか大人になっちゃって。
Yep. No thanks to you.
そんなことないよ。
ごめんなさいね、ルミホ。今までほったらかしにして。
It's okay, Mom.
私の方こそごめんなさい。
いいのよ。それより今夜はママが手料理をご馳走してあげるから期待しててね。オムライス好きだ。
That's a dab.
ママは今何してるの？
お買い物よ、お買い物。だからルミホにはお客様の相手をしてほしいんだけど。
大丈夫、ママ。ちゃんとやれるから。
そう、よかった。それじゃあ30分ほどで戻るから。
うん。お客さんか。
As I thought, it would have been better just the two of us, mother and daughter. What? I opened the front door and asked Kuroki where the visitor was. After confirming their presence in the living room, I was thinking about what I should say to them. Set foot into the room. Guess I'd say, nice to meet you. Perhaps, hello? For some reason, this is difficult. The guest was relaxing in front table and I saw their back. Those thoughts were immediately blown up. I feel like I'd seen this person before. Somewhere. They had a petite and delicate figure. Their shoulders gave a strong impression. They had impressive pigtails. The person who turned around, I voluntarily took a deep breath. They were 50 years old with wrinkles to show their age. Those sparkling eyes. Without a doubt, it was her. She looked at me with her gentle eyes as I stared at her motionless. From the suddenness, my head went completely blank. Even when I opened my mouth, my voice wouldn't come out. It was the same for her. She stared at me also without speaking. In those eyes, tears were accumulating, filled with emotions that had been suppressed until now, as if only her feelings were coming out. Then I unwittingly began to walk towards her. She also took a step forward towards holding back. Then, just like before, I heard her voice. That moment I remained silent and embraced Suzaha. No. That was the dang sweetest end I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Oh, that was so sweet. Superhero Chat Noir. That was a good ending. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked that as much as I did. I really, it gave me all the warm, fuzzy feelings. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I really did. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe for more. We'll try to get more content out there, I promise. I'm sorry it's so slow. I'm getting it more frequently than before, which isn't much, but I'm trying. I'm sorry, gamers. I hope you enjoyed that. I thought that was, that was really cute. If you do want more frequent content from me, I do stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at twitch.tv/Solaris. The link is in the bio, or the link is in the description. So click on that if you want. For more content from me, I am doing 999 if you guys want to see that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like if you enjoyed, subscribe for some more. You guys are epic. I love you all. More to come. See you guys.